Yeah, I'm loving this. That, I used to have one of these in my apartment in Andel. That is a Christmas cactus. It is so called because it only blooms in December. Good evening, friends. So behind me is the Basilica of St. Ludmilla at Nemesti Miru. Nemesti Miru literally means peace square in Czech, and it's a lovely location in Vinohrady. Essentially, the church there is the centerpiece of a massive open area around which essentially it's a roundabout because trams and cars go all around the edge. The actual church there, which most people just call Nemesti Miru, is very neo-Gothic in style, of course, as you can see. The double spire and the big window at the front there, the big circular window. Construction began in 1888 and continued for 5 years, and it really is very lovely. I'm very fond of it because this was the first place I lived when I moved to Prague. I lived here for about a year before moving to Hršťanska, and so I really do love the area. And of course, as you can see, the Christmas market here is in full swing. Oh, enjoying my first cigar in about a month, thank you very much. As most people know, Christmas markets are pretty much an Eastern European thing, well before they were a British thing. And it's a lovely thing to do, really. It is very cold. It's hovering around freezing. Everyone's very happy. It's a place to gather, to buy gifts, to eat drelniks and drink a lot of glue wine, hot red wine, mulled wine. And yeah, for me personally, I'm on the lookout for some baubles. You get these really cool glass baubles with like painted winter scenes on them, and I get one every year for my best friend Bixie. I think she's got about 9 now. And she'll be getting another this year as well. Traditional knickknacks, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a nice thing to do. Right, well, I'm going to hang out for a little bit, finish my cigar, and drink a little of the Czech whiskey I bought earlier. It's actually not bad. I bought it because it is substantially cheaper, as one might imagine, than Scotch, and I have presents to pay for. It's actually not bad. It has to be said, man, I adore December in Prague. It's a wonderful time of the year anywhere you go, but Prague in December at Christmas is exceptionally beautiful. Speaking of which, this is one of the first things I saw. I got off the plane, I had Abby and a bloody great big suitcase. I got the bus to just down the way there and walked up, and that was one of the very first things I saw. It's a non-stop flower shop, 24/7, 365. I've never understood why or how that's a viable thing, but it's cool. As it turned out, my tram back, I would have had to have waited 12 minutes at Ipe Pavlova, so I decided to walk. Behind me, of course, is the National Museum at the top of Wenceslas Square. I'm just walking down to Jindriska. I might get a tram from there. Anyway. Well, if you're going to do something, do it right. Morning, friends. So, behind me is Charles Bridge, my destination. So, I woke up a little bit hungover actually, having decided yesterday to get up before dawn and hike it to the Charles Bridge. Because this is, I think, the only... Sorry, it's the first time the sunlight's hit my face this morning. Yeah. Yes, decided to walk to the Charles Bridge because this is the only sunny day this week, and I fly back to Britain on Saturday morning. And then, for some reason, I decided to hike here across Old Town to Jurskovo because it's kind of like going down and then back up, because that route enabled me to pretty much hit everywhere that matters, if that makes sense, in Prague. Because from where I'm staying near the Mesti Republiky, I walked across Staromitsky Amnesty, Old Town Square. The Christmas tree was still lit up, you would have seen that already. Then Veskovsky Amnesty, Wenceslas Square, the centre of town, where Václav Havel and the distance addressed the 100,000 people in the square on the eve of the Velvet Revolution, Narodny Trida, where the Velvet Revolution began, clear across Kovlo Amnesty and down Jurskovo, where there's a small church where, and forgive me for not remembering their names, the Czechoslovak patriots, one Czech, one Slovak sergeants who had been trained by the British and dropped behind enemy lines with the avowed intention, in which they were successful, of removing the monster that was Reinhard Heydrich from the face of the earth. And that's where they were betrayed and cornered and took their own lives. I didn't stop to record because I was on a mission. I've been hiking it really quite hard. Jesus. It's been said that Caesar was ambitious. If so, it was a grievous fault. And grievously has Caesar paid for it, because my knees are aching now. But, oh fuck, it's worth it. Okay, it's rambling now. I have tea, and I'm going to walk up to the Charles Bridge, just over there, and then tell you about it. All right. Oh yeah. Always loved that tree. Yeah. So despite my grumbling at myself pretty hard, waking up half an hour before dawn on a day where I don't have to work until 1 p.m, intent on doing this, an hour later, having had a double espresso at the Rodney Treater on the way, I might have put a touch of whiskey in that. This was a brilliant idea. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Yeah. Fun memory. So, this is the Charles Bridge. This staircase here, 6 years ago, the Prague Shakespeare Company, a wonderful company headed up by Guy Roberts and his partner Jessica Boone, they had pop-up Shakespeare. So aspiring up-and-comers who were doing a workshop during the summer, walking around town, they did one scene from a given play, so Midsummer Night's Dream and so forth, and then they ended up here. And Juliet up on that balcony and Romeo below, just projecting their voices, and it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have the video. I have no idea how to post that, or I'm even going to. It was still tight. Anyway.